I have $1.9 million in vintage toys. You name it, I got it. Collectors are guys that you go to their house, don't touch this, everything's in glass, that costs $5,000. I enjoy what I have. I can open it if I want to. I can play with it if I want to. This is when fiber optics came out in the 70s. This is old watch. In every man, there's a boy. I always promised myself that when I got old, I was going to have plenty to do. I saved when I was young so that when I'm old, I'll have. You want to see something that you haven't seen in a while? I got it. This was the first toaster. I have something for everybody. It's for females, dolls, all collector dolls. It's for old people, it's for young people, and I guarantee you, when you come here, if you come on a Tuesday, you'll think about me up to Friday. You see my face smile when I see stuff like this? It's like, yeah. It's like being a broke Walt Disney. Every time I come in here, it's mesmerizing. People didn't know that they made action figures for everything. It's called a blue-collar museum because in this house, these are the things that working people had. I wasn't privy enough to have money. I knew how to get things and hold on to things. And when you come here, it'll take you back to things that aren't anymore. It's like calling it the good old days. You want to see that? You can see it here. Give me a room, I'll find something to put in it. I grew up at Richard Allen Homes in Philadelphia. I was born at Jefferson Hospital. In younger days, I would do different things for people to get a couple dollars, and I was always a big 5 and 10 guy. I would go to 5 and 10, and everything back then was a dime and a nickel. That's how I started. These are called steadfast soldiers. I worked on the same job 30 years, and they paid good money. The Transit Authority in Philadelphia. I had kids that had one of my traits. They liked toys. They drove me crazy to take them to see the first Star Wars movie. And we all went to Star Wars, and then they wanted the toys when Christmas came, so I started buying the toys, and every day I would go down and make sure they had every figure. And to this day, they have every first Star Wars figure. Star Trek, Star Wars, Stargate is over here. I believe in using your imagination and your creativity, and don't be like everybody else. Be something different. You want to leave a legacy and you don't have any money, this is one way to do it. I come down here time and I sit and I don't do nothing. I sit here and I do absolutely, you just look and you think about what you're going to do next. There's a different theme in every room. We have a sports room, we have an African room. You leave that room, you have a frozen room. Boxing, tie clips, and cufflinks, that's from the 50s. Then I have a boxing room. I have Howard Cosell and Muhammad Ali hand puppets. If you look in the ceiling, you got exploding planets. When I mesmerize you through the whole house, and I take you through the doll room, I take you to 1942, I take you to the future with Star Trek, and by that time, you're mesmerized, and then I finish you off by letting you go down the basement, and I just leave you there most of the time and let you mesmerize yourself. And it's just imagination. Rorke's Drift, 15 millimeters, Zulus. Took me 10 to 15 years to paint this, and I'm not finished. Something to say that I was here. That's all that matters. Money doesn't matter. Always find your niche, what you like, and do the best with it you can do. This is the oldest figure that I have. Oldest. I had to be no more than 8 years old. These out of all of them, these are the ones I like the most. I don't like the word collector. Collector collects one thing. When you have a museum, you can go in all phases of this. We actually have a Red Ryder, Daisy Red Ryder air gun. Took me a long time to find that. Everybody wants to talk about a toy, regardless of what it is. When you come in and people are happy at what you did, that means job well done. I don't care what you do. And I always give you something. I'm gonna start you with this. Here's something to get started. If I got something to hear when you were a kid, then I'm gonna give it to you. If that fascinates you, then you can have it.